And then when we think about AI use cases, we actually evaluate them against three different dimensions. One is the data. Are the data that we're using appropriate for a Gen AI system? Are they properly being governed and secure? One is the technology itself. Has the technology been proven? Does it come from a place where the state has a lot of experience, or is it something that might require some more information? And the last is the use case itself. Is the use case appropriate for Gen AI? Are we using this to replace a state worker? Are we using it for something that we may not think is ethical or may hurt the inclusivity or the equity of the state's program? So working on all of those together, we have a really strong partnership with both the other state departments as well as the vendor community to make sure that we're responsibly and ethically implementing AI across the state. We've had to kind of adapt our approach to become a lot more flexible and a lot more agile and really rely on those outcomes that we care about and try to partner up to the extent that we can with agency and department chief information officers, chief information security officers. So what we've done is we've built a self risk assessment for each department and built that into our policy. So CDT does not need to go in and actually approve every single use case. We don't have to go in and say yes or no, but we work with those departments and those individual tech leaders at the departments to help evaluate those different dimensions that we mentioned earlier, data, the use case, and the technology, to make sure before a department goes out, we can tailor governance so it's the right fit. So if someone is just looking for a tool in very highly used and commonly used enterprise software to generate images or to help with creating content, those are things that we can have a much more streamlined approach. And if someone is looking for something that's going to be more mission driven, is going to have a much larger public impact, something that we don't have a lot of experience with, we can take a more hands-on approach and be a little bit more deliberative and explorative.